Do you get cruise insurance when you go on a cruise? Do you go on shore excursions without insurance? Do you think that the cruise line covers you when you go on one of their excursions that you purchase through them? You'll be surprised. Be right back. All right, and welcome back. I'm Patrick, and welcome to Party of Two Cruising. Insurance. Should you get it? Do you need it? If you're that young, healthy person, do you really need cruise insurance? Well, let me give you some examples. First of all, you go on that shore excursion that you purchased through the cruise line. Do they cover you? And the answer is no. When you get back to the ship, let's just say, and we saw this happen on one of our cruises, a young couple rented a moped, which the cruise lines always tell you do not rent mopeds. And they did, and they crashed, and they had road rash all over them. Yes, the ship infirmary took care of them, but they also billed them. If you book an excursion through the cruise line, you pay for it at the excursion desk, and you get hurt on an excursion. You ever notice how you always sign a form signing that away? They do not cover you. Again, they will treat you if it's minor injuries and stuff like that, but they'll probably put that in your sail and sign card on a Carnival ship. So should you purchase insurance? Absolutely, because you might be young, you might be healthy, but you could still have an accident on the ship or on an excursion. Because if you definitely book your own excursion and you get hurt, they are not going to cover you. Again, they will treat you, but they're going to bill you for that. All right, so let's talk about a couple of the plans. First of all, we'll talk about just booking it right through the cruise line. If you do that, it's $49 again per person. It covers, these are up to, now the key words in those sentences are up to the maximum rate of, for example, if your trip gets interrupted, they will give you 100% of your cruise money back. If you are delayed, they'll give you up to $500 of your cruise money back. If you get hurt, they're going to pay a maximum benefit of $10,000. Or if you get your teeth knocked out, they'll pay up to $1,000. Sickness and medical expense, a maximum benefit of $10,000. So if you have a catastrophic event, they'll pay up only to $10,000. Emergency evacuation. Now this is where we've seen videos of people being taken off by helicopter. It's very expensive, and their maximum benefit on that is $30,000. All right, now there are exemptions to some of these rules. Instead of giving you a cash payment back for some of those injuries or those illnesses, if you had something to do with it, or it wasn't really about you, it was about a family member, or you got arrested, or you were intoxicated and couldn't get to the ship, something that was basically kind of sort of your fault, you only get a 75% onboard credit on a future cruise when you're booking it through Carnival. All right, so the company, outside company that I used, again, I am no way affiliated with this company. I don't work for them. I'm not getting anything from them. But I believe I've shopped around, and they're one of the best insurance companies that I have. It's very easy to book it, and that's Berkshire Hathaway Travel Protection. Now, this is still, again, we're dealing with my 4-day cruise coming up here in 11 days on the Carnival Elation. And they cover accidental death and dismemberment, $50,000, and that's your air carrier only. Your medical expenses, they cover up to $75,000. Your trip cancellation, they give you 100% of your cruise money back. Your trip interruption, they give you 150% of that interruption. So if you're stuck somewhere, I guess they're going to pay for your hotel and all that is all. They give you $1,000 for your return airfare if something happens. Your trip delay, they give you $1,000 or $200 a day to cover your hotel expenses and your food. Your missed connection, they'll give you $500. Your cruise disablement, they'll give you $500. And what that means is if, say, you were on the ship that lost all its power and they were at sea with no restrooms and all that, they'll give you up to $500 toward that. If they lose your baggage and your personal effects, they'll pay you up to $1,500. Your baggage delay, I believe Carnival gave you $500. They're only giving you $200 to replace anything you had in there that you had to wait 24 hours up to 24 hours to get your bags. Now this is the big one here. If you have to get flown off the ship, remember the other one only covered $30,000. They cover $750,000 if you get flown off of a ship. And that also covers if, for example, you get sick or have appendicitis. So that's why I was telling you earlier, it doesn't matter if you're younger, older, anything can happen, and you have to be flown off that. And let's just say they take you to, you're out in the Caribbean and they take you to Nassau, and Nassau says, we can't do nothing for them. You need to take them back to the United States. That is going to cover both those flights. And we already know they're going to probably put you on a jet at that point and take you back to probably Miami area or one of those places to get back. Your accidental death and dismemberment, they're going to pay you up to $10,000. All right, so that's pretty much it. Make sure you read those contracts and read that area on pre-existing health conditions. And don't learn like I did the hard way. I had a medical condition on a Norwegian ship. Had to spend the first night in ICU, and that was $6,137 later. Luckily, my insurance at home covered it because we had left late that day, and we were only a couple of miles off the shore when this occurred. A lot of your health insurance coverage doesn't cover you in other countries or if you're 60 miles away from the coastline. Read your contracts and your insurance policies. With that said, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so that way you'll be alerted when I put up a new video. We're fixing to go on another cruise here in 11 days, so I can bring you some more cruise video. Again, thank you, and thanks for watching.